We have some very special guests here tonight on Live with Georgia. I'm so happy to invite Karen Whelan over here of KW Therapy on Instagram, and the amazing Liz Dooley, who's on Facebook, and her website is AcuAngels. Both of these ladies I respect very highly, and I'm so grateful that they're here with me tonight. Please join me in welcoming them. Yay! So, ladies, we are dressed up. I've just thrown mine together to celebrate Halloween, but I'd love to hear about yours. Who wants to go first? Let me know who you are.
Yes. Hey, thank you, Georgia.
Let me know, Liz. So, Liz, tell us who you are tonight. Jennifer Anderson's here. Hello. Hi, Jennifer. Kelly. Rebecca, hello. Welcome. So we didn't hear you.
Practicing dying. 22.
That's perfect.
Anyway.
Liz is practicing dying.
Tonight. Tonight, when I looked at it when I was finished.
You look like you're in the coffin. Hi, Jenny.
Marianne Antoinette.
So welcome. We're all going to be laughing and crying, and mostly in happy tears and happiness.
I think we're...
Sorry, Liz, I think I cut you off there. So Liz is experiencing some delay, but don't worry. When we start giving out messages, we'll make sure that we give her the floor. So that's Liz laugh. She's got a bit of a delay. So Karen, over to you. Tell us all about you and how you're doing. Tell us how we can find out more about the amazing things that you do. You're an incredible therapist. You're an amazing healer and teacher and author and
blah and everything.
I know. Wait, your microphone. Well, good. Got you. We can hear you.
We can hear you. You just freeze sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited about being here. I'm interested to see what I will connect in with in a real way.
From the other side, they're going to take a little bit of time.
I'm so sorry. There's a bit of a lag. So what happens is that when we're talking, I don't think we know when the last one has finished, and so the lag takes a little time for it to come in. So Karen, take it away.
I think I'm pretty much, everyone knows me. I love this family. I love this community. So excited to come on here. I said yes to it. It'll be amazing for me. The fact that, we've a blue moon, an amazing, powerful moon. In the 20th century, there's going to be, after tonight, there's going to be another 3 more, but that won't be for another 15, 12 years time, and then again later, and then later. So it's just for me, I've always loved Halloween. I just love it from a young age. I always had such a curiosity with the energy of Halloween. I love Halloween. So to get the invite to come on and sit with you, just powerful women, and to create such a sacred space to try and really attune into the energy that might be present for all 3 of us, for the people who are connected in, that's amazing. What I would love to do is, even to bring us into the space, not to take over, Georgia, but only when it's okay. I'd love to just do a little kind of like a reading into it, and then an honoring of the blue moon. I found a beautiful little thing that honors about what the blue moon is. So I'd love to bring that in before we actually open up and bring down the veil and whatever it is that you're going to do to create that. So like you said, yeah, I'm a psychotherapist. I'm here. I'm based in Ireland. I'm an intuitive therapist. So when I work with you, what, love? I work with the body in a big way. So I feel everything for the process of the client. And I usually, without telling them their story, I just liberate their story for them. So I love what I do, and I love being part of this wonderful community. And I'm delighted to be here on Halloween. Gorgeous people, you know, gorgeous. It's our 10 o'clock tonight. So the moon is gorgeous tonight. It's really beautiful. Yay.
It is. Full moon. So, you know, what I want to do is open a circle, and once we've invited all spirit in, then I'll hand over to you, and you can do the blue moon special, you know, presentation that you have for us. So I'm super excited. So imagine that everybody who is here tonight. Hi, Irina. Happy Halloween. We've got Jenny, Amy, Karina, Maria, Tara, Linda, Adele, Shelley. Woohoo! We've got a crowd here tonight, ladies. This is so awesome. So I'm going to imagine that we are all sitting in circle and we're holding hands. And so you can close your eyes or you can keep them open, whichever way. But what I'd like to do is now imagine that we're all surrounded by a circle of light. And we are bringing down the divine feminine and asking that the highest guidance come through for all of the readings and all of the activities that happen tonight. And if anybody's loved ones or spirit guides would like to step in, we invite them in one by one, and they need to stand next to their special people so that we can identify them. And we give great thanks for tonight when the veil is so thin that we can have this spirit communication and to provide this incredibly safe, highly protected circle with the Prima Agni, which sits behind me, that we can all be here tonight and enjoy an upliftment in spirit. So amen. Thank you. And over to you, Karen.
Oh, that's beautiful. So again, with our eyes closed, because you beautifully brought us into that place, just to hear these words that I'll read out to you. You are everywhere and everything. You are everything and everywhere. The coding for that experience is written in your cosmic origins. Your cosmic origins, those parts of your soul and energy field, those parts of your physical body which come from the stars and are deeply connected to the stars, the cosmos, the universe. Those codes are the codes which allow you to expand. So when you connect to the cosmos, you are connecting to your expanded self as a human. You are expanding your human self. Connecting requires your focus, attention, expanding your soul, expanding your mind, your higher mind. But it also involves your heart. You cannot fully connect to the cosmos without connecting to your heart or through your heart. So often the heart is seen as a human aspect. Yet the light of your heart chakra is entirely cosmic. The light and power of your heart chakra comes from the stars. It's what takes you beyond the human. And it is what connects you to everything. As we stay in that space, I'm just going to read a prayer, kind of like an offering up into the blue moon, because tonight, as we know, is the blue moon, and it's a sacred blue moon. And this blue moon is It's about communication, contemplation, and communication with the unseen. So this is not a full moon to manifest, to call in, to create. This is the moon of surrender. This is the moon of letting go. The rebirth can only come once you let go of the riverbanks and the safety of your fingers in the soil. Become consumed. Do not be afraid. Let go. Ask to be made free. Thank you for that, Georgia. That's great.
That's beautiful. Liz has left us. I wonder if she lost contact there. She's gone down the riverbank. Here she comes. I'm going to bring her back in as Liz connects us. I think she's connecting back in. I've experienced, so thank you everybody for holding space and holding circle. We're coming out. We're waiting for Liz to come back on. Thank you so much, Karen. That was so beautiful. I felt that. Welcome back, Liz. Let us know that you can hear us. And in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the floor and let.
I can hear you.
Oh, that's great. We can hear you too. Brilliant. This looks like a better connection.
Well, it just goes to show how the energy is so amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big energy.
Big energy tonight. So, Liz, did you want to say something? Did you want to open circle? Did you want to say something to add to what Karen and I have said?
Well, I missed the end of it, Karen, but I mean, it was gorgeous because, you know, it is so important that the things that you said so true about us being one and connecting together. And actually can feel like the energy here, like a buzz come through. And so we are really closely connected. And I think when you were talking, the word of conscious came in, and that was when we were cut off. So I think, you know, it's gone beyond the beyonds. Yeah. So there we go.
Okay, I'm now asking
so I don't know what you would like to, what way to go with this or whatever.
So we've got people commenting. I hope you can see this, ladies. We've got thank you. Jenny says felt all of that, which is wonderful. Blessings and much appreciation from Rome Buddies. Hello, nice to meet you. Shelley Marlowe says beautiful moon prayer. Thank you. Rebecca Suzanne Scott, a powerful prayer. Kim says Rick is here too. So Rick and Kim, woohoo! Wonderful. Thanks for being here, everybody. So what we're going to do now is I want everybody to let us know if they want a message from Spirit by making a comment and saying, I'd like a message from Spirit. And then we'll take you one by one and we'll all take turns. Or, you know, if we're not sort of getting anything, we're not connecting, we'll just go see if one of the others will connect. I don't know if that's a great system, but I felt like if there's a lot of people coming through, it might be easier that just one of us goes. How does that sound, ladies?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think the first one here we've got Jennifer Anderson. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. I'd love a message from Spirit. Okay, so we could probably all go all at once. How's that? And then the first one who speaks can just go for it. So we've got quite a few people here wanting a message from Spirit. I like to close my eyes. So Jennifer Anderson's first, and let's see what we get for Jennifer. How about we do it all together? I know I said that we do it one by one, but we could do it all together.
Okay.
Ladies, anyone want to go?
Yeah, what's coming in for me is that with Jennifer. Jennifer, is there a physical symptom that kind of really shown up for you a lot lately? Like it kind of down deep down, kind of like in the stomach womb area. Is there something kind of there that's an energy, even now as I say that? Is there anything there that's there? Because I can feel into something there for you that is like a questioning of things. It might be related to questioning something for yourself right now, but it's like a feeling there in the stomach, kind of down low, not in the womb, just between the belly, the solar plexus, really. So I'm just wondering if you have anything there.
Jennifer, let us know in the notes. And so in order to save us some time, what we can do is we can just see if Liz got anything, and then when Jennifer answers, we'll come back to you, Karen. How's that?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Okay. Liz, did you get anything for Jennifer?
I'm not sure whether specifically for Jennifer. Kind of a grandmother, and I think, and I got a male, maybe called Bob. I don't know whether that's and Bob, and maybe is it Maria or Marie or some kind of that name. That's very much around. It's talking about a birthday. Is it somebody's birthday or is it their birthday or whatever? But it's Bob mainly, and the grandmother may be Maria or some of that word. And I'm not sure that that's for Maria.
Okay, let's see if we've got any feedback from Jennifer.
I don't know.
So just coming back down. Jennifer says to you, Karen, know that I'm not that I'm aware of, but clear it if you see it. So you got some work on your hands, Karen.
Yeah, it's it's almost like that space of not knowing or kind of figuring things out. It's like the energy of that gets held in the body somewhere. So for me, it's like when I tune into her, when her text came up straight away, I just had an image of Jennifer walking around in her apartment, pondering over a decision, and that the decision couldn't come clearly because there's a tightness that hits the stomach when she's in that place of thinking. So that's the image I kept getting of her. So that's what I was seeing as an image for Jennifer, So it may not be right now, but if that is something that happens for you when you're working with work and you're thinking about things, just notice if you are in that place when you're thinking and contemplating, just notice the energy where in the body does it hit you while you're in that decision-making place. And if it's where I'm saying it is, all I'm getting there is just the gentle energy of your hand will do it. And the hand is, I don't need to know the answer right now. It'll come. That's what I keep hearing. So that's what's coming through for me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Liz, so we've got Jennifer says, oh, that makes sense when she says it, but I don't have a pain, so to speak, which
yeah,
so can I just
right. So Jennifer says, what she's describing is the story of my life, LOL.
Well, that's your mantra then, Jennifer.
Okay. So Liz, it sounds like you picked up a spirit and someone named Bob. And Shelley Marlowe says, my dad is Bob, not anyone's birthday, though. Can you bring through a little more about Bob, Liz?
Well, you see, is it an anniversary? Is it an anniversary or anything? Is it something that's specific to their passing? Is it an anniversary? And there's a lot of dogs around him.
A lot of dogs. Bob with a lot of dogs. Could be Kim
And
Pasquino's.
there's a lot of yeah, and my heart beating really fast. So was it something to do with heart? It's something to do with my heart is beating very fast. So it feels like it's to do with heart. It's for somebody.
So Kim, could that be your stepdad, Bob, whose heart was beating fast?
It's mixed there. Anyway.
Yeah, Shelley, it's another Bob. Let's see what message is he bringing through.
Did he die with a heart condition? Okay, just to.
We did ask them to come in next to their people. So if I can go back to yeah. So you know, how about we come back and to the gate? And so we've got Bob here, and Bob's making himself very clear. Just keep pulling through information about Bob, Liz.
Okay. There's a song called David to do with that. He's saying when he was up. He's saying when he was on his way over that he saw this like candles. Is there an Italian connection there? And it's like his legs were very weak. He's shaky on his legs.
It could be that you're coming back to Jennifer's.
And it's like it's something stuck in his throat. You know, sometimes it can be like, as you said, as you know, it can be for, because when we said the prayer, when Karen was talking, I specifically got a Bob. So there's a Bob, definitely. It's definitely a Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanting to get through for somebody. So I just don't want to focus too much on, and we'll just see what happens and
how it comes through. Okay. So let's go to the next person then. We've got Linda Drost.
So is connected to that is somebody called Shelley, something like that. Shelley.
Shelley Marlowe says that her dad is Bob. Shelley Marlowe's dad is named Bob. Liz?
Okay. So I feel that maybe the heart is to do with the heartache of that, and that to know, oh look, there we go. That's what I felt I was to do before. The veil is lifted, and what that means, I know I was joking with that before, but I think when we were talking about the veil being lifted, it's saying that, especially on the night that it is, that we're actually really close to our loved ones, and that while we can sit here and do whatever, I think that it's important that we can all tune into our loved ones as well, in that sense, So
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea, Liz. Maybe we could.
And somebody's coming through the saying Maria. So I don't know if it's or Mary here. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel, I just feel that it's important to know about the veil and how important it is that we can connect through to that, and just because it's really like the way it works. If we did a couple of minutes, that we'll just see from what. I'm just a question for somebody on the panel. Is this okay? From somebody here, is anybody got a message for me?
Liz,
no, we can hear you, Liz. There's just a long line.
And I can feel that there's some kind of message for me. And I say it's Maria, because Maria's name keeps coming up.
So this is Maria Sol, Maria Tulu, Maria Fialos Tulu. So unfortunately, there are some people who can't hear you, Liz.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Linda Drost.
I wonder, Liz, if you sent your Wi-Fi over from your phone, would that boost your network for you, darling? Because people can't hear you. Georgia, what's coming in strong for me is because.
What you want me to do?
We're wondering. I wonder if you.
I'd like to maybe
boost the network to your laptop if you can from your phone. If you can hotspot from your phone, it might improve your laptop or your computer, because no, you're not being picked up at all. Only little bits of what you're saying, darling. And maybe give you just a little bit of time to fix that out. Georgia, what's coming up for me is like, because like I'm like a conductor, so right now we'll say, I can feel a coldness in my spine and in my back and upset to the front, and I'm just wondering right now with everyone that's live, is somebody right now in a space with themselves where they do feel like a coldness that goes down their spine, and there's a sadness in their heart right now, because that's coming in real strong. Because my gift is I don't hear the spirits, but I feel the process of people. So while we're also connecting with the beautiful energy of their loved ones here, I'll also be able to give people important messages about something right now that's physical for them, a process that's there right now. So if anyone in our audience can feel that, if anyone feels like cold energy that goes down their back and have real sadness to the front of them, if it's any is relating to that, just text that in there, and then I'll keep just tuning into that and see what comes in while we're going through that.
Okay.
Yeah. While we're
and the
I
heart.
have my phone on, so I don't know whether that's making a difference. Can you hear me?
Joanna, yes, we can hear you now, Liz. Karen, Joanna Gilbertson's son has a very...
Yeah, I'm getting a young age of a boy.
Well,
it's a boy, is it?
Graham said the film was on, so...
Yes.
Okay. So of a young boy, because I can feel that he's a young energy, but he's a lot of coldness down his spine. It's because
his name...
Yeah, he has an upset in him right now, and it's almost like he can't find the words to release that from the front of his heart. And I can feel that, and he can't heat up the energy. He can't bring the energy back up the spine. So, Ma'am, now that you know that, I'm getting, even if you did the Prima Agni on him, or just put your hand on the back of his heart chakra and put your other hand on the front of it. I'm getting something there for Mom. Hang on. Yeah, he's really upset about something, and I don't think it's to do with school. I don't know if it's to do with the experience. It's not coming in clearly yet, but there is an upset in him, and he's young. He's young enough. So I'm really getting this. So if Mom was to do that to the front and the back of him, I'm really getting that as an energy that would start to heat up his body again. And then I'm hearing he won't have to find the words to express it. If Mom did that, it would dissolve the block for him. So if Mom knew how to do the Prima Agni, or if you had a quartz crystal, something, just hands on front and back is what I'm getting for Mom to do.
I've just put in the link for you, Joanna, so you could find the Prima Agni to do that. Liz is joining us.
Is that about a male energy? Like
yes.
a male energy is left or something?
Mum and Dad are separated. Yep, you hit that nail. Mum and
Dad are separated. Okay, I have goosebumps. So yeah, he's got a fear of a lack of love now. He's afraid because the love that he knew is now different, and he's afraid he won't be loved the same. And I'm going to cry because that's exactly what it is for him. Yeah, he's afraid he won't get the same love. Oh.
So how about we all draw a Prima Agni and send it to Joanna Gilbertson's son? How about we do that right now? We've got the Prima Agni right here. We've got our hands ready. Everybody in the circle. Who's ready to draw the Prima Agni? Let's go.
Yeah, it'll totally leave him when he knows he's safe and he's going to be loved the very same. Yeah. So if that's okay, Georgia, whenever I feel something strong physically, I'll just come in and share that. And see who
yes, and hopefully with the lag, we'll be able to sort of deal with it. No trouble. So next on our list is Linda Drost. Let's see if we can bring through some messages for Linda. I've got an older woman right here. She's got actually darker curly hair. I'm kind of looking at the wig that you're wearing, Liz, but it's actually, I think this was her normal hair, that it was kind of curly, short. It feels like a grandmother energy. And she's on the left side, so I know she's gone off into spirit. And, she's wearing a dress, but it has a pocket at the top. I'm not sure what kind of I'm not sure if she used to wear those, how you'd wear an apron that had lots of pockets, but she's showing me that there was a pocket at the top that she liked to use. And I'm not sure if she made pasta or but there's flour on the side. She was either a baker or she loved to cook, but there was something, when she was she was obviously a house keeper, and there was lots of flour or stuff on her house dress. She's showing me her hands, and they're sort of chubby hands. I'm not sure if she had trouble with her hands, but she's showing me her hands. If this feels or sounds like your grandmother, let me know, but she definitely has that grandmother energy. she has the same. She has this. She has a grandmother body type. Almost every grandmother I know, and we're Greek in our family, so every grandmother looks the same. They'd wear these dark clothes because their husbands had died, and I don't know if your family is Italian or maybe it's not on the Italian side, but I'm getting that kind of feel of the European side. So this is for Linda, and I'm also seeing the cross. So this woman was quite religious. So I wonder if this is your dad's mother, but I'm getting this grandmother coming through, and she feels European. And so I just want to bring through a message from Spirit from her for you. And she's showing me her ring. She's showing me a wedding ring. And this is interesting. So she's showing me the wedding ring. And she's kind of picking it up and saying, you do it for love. You do it for love. So maybe this was something that she didn't get to do in her lifetime. Maybe she had to marry because back in those days they were arranged marriages or something. But she's saying when you get married, you get married for love. And so this is a message. So Linda says, yes, we are Italian, but her hands were thin. Italian grandmother in her house coat. She had a house coat, right? So it was your mum's mother. So she's showing me the wedding ring, and so this might be relevant to you if there's if there's a love interest, or certainly she's wanting to say that you marry for love, marry for love. So I want to leave that message with you, and thank you for coming on tonight and asking for a message from Spirit. A lot of love coming. It's a lot of love coming. She's actually showing me, and Spirit, we're probably going to limit, but they want to keep talking. So she's doing this with her hands, and I'm not sure if she's just shaking the water off, but she was actually a healer, and she would heal through the tips of her fingers. So I'm feeling that too, that you're also a healer, and that it comes through that line, through the lineage of the grandmother for you. Oh, Amy says that her grandmother has big hands and makes tarts too. Sometimes they do come together, Amy. There's a lot of heat coming in my hands. So let's move on to Kim Pasquino. She had actually asked her Uncle Bob to come through. Liz, take the floor.
So I don't know whether this is connecting because, while we're talking, there's different things coming through that are connecting back to what you're saying. So they're coming through to all of us, if you know what I mean. So right. There's somebody there's somebody there that's, I don't know how long they've passed over. Maybe it was in the space of 3 years, but they're talking about Donald Trump. And so I think that could be connected to Jen. And they're talking about Donald Trump, and they're making a joke out of it, because they're actually putting. So if there's anyone, if I haven't got the right person, if there's anyone that knows if it's connected to this, is where they've done like a comedy sketch where they've put his wig on, and so they're joking about Donald Trump, and so this person was obviously a comedian. I feel it's Jen. I feel it's Jen, and because I don't know about it's an uncle, and let me see if I can get the name. They're showing me a swimming pool, and it's like somebody pushed him into the swimming pool, or there was a joke around the swimming pool, or there's a lot of congregating around a swimming pool.
That sounds like Jen.
And I think he liked martini. So I don't know whether that makes any sense, but
let's see if Jennifer gets the message. I'm just going to check to.
So a lot of unexpected, but very peaceful.
Beautiful. Would there be a message for Jennifer, Liz?
And I don't know what this is, but it's something. They're talking about donuts as well. Loving donuts. So they had a thing about donuts.
I'm not getting Jennifer here with us. She may have.
So when I'm saying the donuts, it's either he loved the donuts or she loved the donuts, or they had a joke about donuts.
Oh, here she goes. Jennifer says, I do have an uncle who died last year who was hilarious, and we did party at our pool every year, Uncle Tommy. Happy Halloween, Louise. Welcome. It sounds like Liz is picking up your uncle.
So okay. Can you ask her, because can you ask her, did he know about the Pranahuti? Because he's showing me it like it's almost like somebody put it in front of him when he was crossing, or he could see it when he was crossing. But was he familiar about the Pranahuti?
Okay, was he familiar with the Prima Pranahuti? The Prima Pranahuti symbol. So I'll just print it.
So I think the main message is about the Pranahuti, and that he did connect with that, or he did see that before he died. So he's thanking for that. And he's saying a peaceful passage.
Oh, wonderful. So Jennifer says, and we did used to push people in the pool. Brilliant, thanks. And we did bring sweets to him before he died.
Oh.
That's him. And yes, there's confirmation, Liz, that he did see it.
And anyway, he's saying thank you. Anyway, I think the main message there is he's thanking about the Pranahuti, that he's actually saw it. I don't know whether somebody put it in front of him, but he did see it. Okay, well, he's saying thank you. He had a peaceful passage.
That's great. Let's see if we can move on now to Susan Jane. We have a bit of a lag. So, and I'm not sure how to fix it, to be honest. So I'm going to pray that the technology gods help us get our internet moving a little faster. So let's all focus on Susan Jane. Can you hear me, Karen?
I can hear you. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So let's.
I'm here with a very. I'm here with a very big belly. So there's something coming in around a swollen belly. Either it's a pregnancy or a contemplation of a pregnancy. So I'm letting that come through for another bit. But
okay, no trouble.
I definitely have a big. If I could show you my belly, my belly is. I'm like somebody heavily pregnant.
Who's got a heavily pregnant friend, relative? Who is heavily pregnant right now? Let us know. And in the meantime,
it's so funny.
So then you tap into that pregnancy, and Liz has just gone off. But what I'll do is I'll tap into Susan Jane and see if there are any loved ones or any spirit guides who'd love to come through. So Susan Jane Rome. So Susan, you have quite a lineup of spirit people. There's like a whole line of them, and I think most of them, most of them are spirit guides, but there are some spirit people, meaning your loved ones. And I have like some coming from the female lineage. There are so many, and I also have, I don't know if you communicate with other planetary beings, but I'm also seeing the hands of other planetary beings. Let me just pull on back. So which of you will bring in the most inspiring and uplifting message for Susan Jane? So I have a spirit now who's jumped in and says that they are your mother. And is your mother in spirit, Jane? Because if I need to check on that, because I normally see the figures and then I start to describe who they are, and that's how I get familiar with them. I rarely have someone in saying I'm her mum, so I'm just going to check in with you before I tap into that spirit. I know that I opened up a fairly tight circle of light, but it is Halloween and any spirit could be jumping in. Okay, well, this is your mum. Well, let's have a feel here now. So this is Susan Jane's mum, so please come on in. Please come in and sit down, and let's see if we can share a message with you. She's showing me a very young girl. So I wonder if this is you as a young girl with her, or this is her young girl. But there's something around the young girlness around you and around her. And so this would be when either she or you were very young. And it's almost like there's a mirroring happening. So your mum and this may have been the way that your mum was when she was alive, that she tended to either see herself in you, or there was a sense of no boundaries. The sense of she felt very close to her young girl, and so she's coming through. And there's a little sort of bunny, a little soft toy, a little bunny soft toy, and the little girl is holding this soft toy, and and it seems to be the only toy that she's holding on to, and there's a dearness, like she's loving this soft toy. And the world around is very kind of hostile, and she's holding on to this toy. And there's a message coming through your mum, and I feel it has something to do with this young girl, this and it could be about you being a young girl, and she's sensing that, you know, there wasn't that protection, and I feel like she wants to have given you protection, and so she's wanting to give a message of, you know, I wish that I could have protected you in some way. So there's that sense of, you know, I feel that the message that's coming through is she wishes she could have protected you more, and because, you know, she's showing me that younger version of you, and I feel that she feels responsible. Clearly she is. As mothers, we are responsible for our children and for protecting them, but we often don't know. We often don't know where we're lacking or where we're falling. I mean, she may have known, but certainly she's coming through now, and she's wanting to give you that sense that she wishes that she could have protected you more. And there's also something about her wanting to put flowers in your hair, and there's a sense of tenderness that's there now between you and her. So in spirit, she's wanting to nurture and bring through a very loving, a beautiful relationship. She's kind of caressing you and wanting to love and nurture you in spirit now. So I hope you're feeling that. This is coming through really strongly. Makes sense completely. Wonderful. Thanks, Susan Jane. Thank you for leading me. How's it going with the pregnancy?
Yeah, so I'll show because it's hilarious. You can't. So
it's got Karen pregnant.
I picked up on two things. So this is somebody who's starting off in a pregnancy, but I keep getting like it. She's not. The pregnancy is very safe and solid, but there's a bit of fear up here, up high. And if that stays there, what will happen is massive discomfort will happen as baby will grow. And I just got a beautiful symbol of, because we're in the energy of a blue moon, which is the divine feminine, and everything is about being round. Everything is round boobies, round bums, round hips,
round belly.
Everything. I'm really getting it during the energy of this moon for her to burn sage, and actually around the stomach area, because it's a little fear, and it's okay today. She's a new enough pregnancy, and I don't know if she's on this call or if she's connected to somebody on the call. Somebody at the start of the pregnancy, but I'm also hearing another person is wondering about being pregnant, and I feel the body is telling me that the body is strong for both women. The person who thinks they want to be pregnant, and the person who is pregnant. Her pregnancy is safe, but there is a kind of it's not really a sadness, it's kind of a tightness up here, and it will cause kind of like acid reflux if she doesn't stage it now under the energy of the moon. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know if that relates to people on the space there. I feel it does, because I can feel the energy there. Somebody newly pregnant, not long into it, to do that, to sage, and somebody wondering, will they become pregnant? Their body is saying yes. Very good time and strong body. Yes. So I'll leave that there.
Wonderful. Good news for anybody who is thinking about getting pregnant, wanting to be pregnant. Acid reflux can be terrible during pregnancy. So yeah, if you can sort of know about it early and get all of those sort of really good remedies in.
Yeah, because that person is only new enough pregnant.
Kim Pasquino says it could be her daughter-in-law, newly pregnant.
Yeah, that energy that I'm getting is newly pregnant, and there's a little bit of fear around. I don't know if it's about the pregnancy, but there's a little bit of fear that if she doesn't sage it, it'll genuinely just manifest more and more for her. Yeah, and then there is somebody else who's wondering about, because I can hear her saying, I'm wondering, I have a child, and I'm wondering, will I go again? And the body's saying, yeah, totally strong for it. That's what I'm getting. So anyone else out there who has a baby already and is feeling into going again?
Wonderful. So we've got Kim had asked fairly early on for a message. So far we've gotten potentially we've had your stepdad Bob step in, and we now have a message that's come through for your daughter-in-law, which is wonderful. The next person on our list is Millardo Baldwin, who would like to hear from her Aunt Rachel. But let's see what we get for Millardo Baldwin. And Liz hopefully will be coming on very soon. Milano, I'm getting a message directly for you. So this is but from your spirit guides for you. They're actually saying, congratulations, you are fighting fit. So the energy that's coming through for you to be doing everything that you're doing now, it's like you are living your purpose, that you're living your purpose in life. You are not stopping yourself from moving forward. You're not holding back your power at all. You are moving forward with fullness. And there's something really powerful in that. It's like you're gathering momentum to push forward into your life, to be who you came here and who you are meant to be. So there's kind of a lot of, congratulations from all of your spirit guides. And I just feel them kind of, pushing you to keep doing more of this. Just keep being the authentic you and don't be afraid of how you're received. Just keep being you and keep shining your light and keep going forward and keep speaking your truth and keep saying what you say, because it's very, very clear right now. And what the world needs more of right now is more people who are channeling the light, who are speaking clearly and coming from the heart. So congratulations, Milano. This is a lot of validation from spirit.
Yeah, that's quite strong. That's a beautiful one. And it's a beautiful flow with that is, when we come back away from the external environment and we go back deep within ourselves, you can absolutely change how you want to have that relationship with the world around you. You can just do it with, from a loving, pure, intentional place. And it won't even matter what's unfolding out there in the world. When you're in that place and you're putting your kind of signature and your subjectivity out into the environment, if you can just do it from that place of flow, fabulous. The world will just do its thing and you're just in your experience with the world. It's so beautiful. We are the creator. We are God. I love it. I always say it. We hear Derek say it. I separated you from yourself. This is the best experience of self-love, is to be here on this planet as a human, because God separated himself out so we can experience ourselves as God. We are God energy. So I do love that. Fabulous that you're in that place.
Well
Amazing.
done, Milano. Well done. I'm not sure if your Aunt Rachel is here. I'll take a quick little check, but we've got a lot of people who are hoping to hear from Spirit. So I'll just check to see if she's coming on in. Did she wear glasses? Did your Aunt Rachel have glasses? Because I'm kind of seeing her poke her head through the veil. She was knocking on the door, given that we knocked at her. Meanwhile, I'll tap into Aunt Rachel, and then we've got Tara. So did you want to, Karen, do you want to tap into Tara, who'd like to hear from somebody or get a message from Spirit from you?
Okay, so let me see, because I'll try and work with the body that way. Ooh, the minute you said that, I just got a shooting pain up through me. Yeah, shooting pain up through the front energy of me. Let me just stay with that.
So I'll tap into Aunt Rachel. So she was quite thin. She kind of had your body habitus or your mum's body habitus. I don't know if she's your mum's sister, but I just kind of get her kind of tall and thin, with her glasses. And I'm not sure about her teeth. Did she have braces, or was there something about her teeth? There was something a little kind of off, or maybe she was self-conscious about her teeth. There's something in that. And she was actually like a young girl at heart. And she's kind of showing me herself as, it was almost like she was not stuck at the sort of 13 or 12-year-old level, but there was just something very young about her. And maybe you and she shared a lot when you were that age, or that sort of preteen age. Your mum's sister, tall, thin, with glasses. Yeah, I'm getting her very clearly. And that sense of, I think you could relate to her because she was young in that way. And you know, there's something also very magical about her. I get her kind of doing the spin like the witches do, you know, when they're kind of understanding magic. And so you also have a connection to her and through that, because I know that you connect, you know, to the elements in that way and can connect with nature, the self, in a very magical way, as witches, warlocks, and all of us who are in this field of playing with reality do. She was young in spirit, and you knew her from a young age. She was your youngest art. She gave me that sense that you used to play around. You used to play together a lot, and she really enjoyed playing with you. That's really lovely. So I just know that she's coming through to give love and share her love with you, and she's really happy. She's dancing. So I don't know if she'd like to dance, but she's so happy she's dancing. She's doing a little happy jig. She was a magical thinker. Maybe that's why. So that's what she was maybe misunderstood, but there was a sense that she was doing circles in the air. And, you know, there's a lot of creativity that comes through you, Milado, through your thinking. So, you know, share that. Maybe she's offering that. Maybe tap into her when you're doing your creative work. You're an incredible painter. MiladoBaldwin.com. Everybody check out Milado's artwork. All right. Thank you, Milado. Thank you, Aunt Rachel. Back over to you, Karen.
Yeah, you know, because you mentioned Tara's name, so, you know, I don't even know what question Tara had. The minute you said that, you know, I have a constant sensation down in the root of my chakra, and I'm trying to feel into it, and I feel it could be to do with creativity, and creativity not flowing at the moment for Tara. Whether that's like a block is happening down there, and it's almost like kind of really taking in and embodying all of that feminine energy of who we are, you know, like really owning all of that we are, the feminine energy that what we are, whether that's accepting our body shape, how we look, who we are. But there's a blockage, there's a disconnection between the root energy and the earth energy. And I'm actually getting to earth, but I mean not earth with your feet. I mean to go and sit with your bum to the grass. Whether it's in shorts or something. Does she live somewhere tropical? I'm seeing a lot of I see
yes,
trees.
She does. She lives in Arizona, and it's very hot and tropical. You know, very hot.
Okay, so that's what I'm getting. I can see her like around a lot of trees, but to like, even if it's in like a bikini or a skirt or something, but to really connect the root energy to the ground and ask for a healing. Ask the earth to take whatever. There's an energy right there in the root. And for me, I got a shoot up through the root of me, the front and the back of me. So straight away I felt, oh, you know, fear, something may have happened in her experience of life. It shut down creativity for her. But creativity is really trying to make itself go up and down like the Kundalini. It's really trying to work through the body. So go sit, put your bum to the ground, whether it's in the woods, whether if you're near a beach, I don't know if, you know, but definitely earth, and ask for a healing, and ask for, you know, and say this, your mantra, as you put your hand down on your womb and on your heart, you say this, you just really connect to the earth, and you say to her, I am one with you, I am one with love, and I am one with source, and I am you. And just keep saying that to yourself, and just see the recycling of energy, and just imagine the earth pulling that out of the root. That's what I'm getting.
That's awesome. And if you don't get to go out to the earth to do that, you can buy yourself an earthing mat from earthing.com. Earthing.com. So all you have to do is get one of these from earthing.com, and you can just sit on that, which is what I do. I've got bare feet, and I'm standing on this so that at the same time as I'm channeling spirit, I can ground. Tara. You know, I'll actually put in the link. I'm crazy about earthing ever since... Oh, here's Tara saying, I live in Arizona. I do connect with the earth every day. I will definitely be outside more as the weather has cooled. Yeah, it gets up above like 40 degrees Celsius. I mean, it goes up above 40 degrees Celsius. So
yeah,
I stay inside, but she's going to go outside now that the weather's cooler. Well done, Tara. So we've got the next person on our list was Kelly Spielman. Kelly, I hope you're still here. Kelly. So can you hear me? Can you hear me, Liz? And Rebecca Scott, we've got a message to come through for Rebecca Scott. Can you hear me, Karen?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm feeling into it.
Oh, good. So we've lost Liz again. So let's just see if we can. Do you want to feel into Kelly, and I'll feel into Rebecca? Oh, here's Kelly. She says yes.
I keep hearing the words for Kelly. You can have anything you want. It's almost like, hang on. You can have anything you want that your heart desires. And I just have a vision of Kelly with her hands wide open, like really wide open, doing this and asking, receiving, allowing it all to come in. Just wide open out to the energy.
Ah, let's all do it. This is wonderful.
You can have all that you desire. And there's this thing that's going to happen with Kelly. This is what I'm seeing for her. Something, she's going to know that so much. There's going to be a cry of release, like as if she's been waiting for a knowing of that in a real way for her, in her personal experience. So I really just see a big freeness, a beautiful freeness, which are something just wide open, a real beautiful wide open there in the heart.
Wonderful. Good news, Kelly. Letting all that abundance in, whatever you want. Perfect. Rebecca, Suzanne Scott, going to tap in now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much. Georgia Morantos is who I am. Live with Georgia is what I do every Saturday night. Tonight's a very special night. We've had a couple of guests. Liz has been coming off and on, Liz Dooley, and Karen Whelan right here, our amazing live channel healer, teacher, author, incredible woman, KW Therapy. On Instagram, she's been doing lives with Angela Doyle. They're amazing. Catch her on Instagram and Facebook and on her website.
I'm just an average psychotherapist.
Just an average psychotherapist doing all this amazing stuff. Channeling whatever is needed in the moment.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? We sort of do these things and you're like, wow, is that what I did? But I'm just this person that, cooks dinner and goes to sleep, and wakes up and does it all again. And but look at all the fun we're having. What's more important than that? So Charlie girl, yes, I've got everybody here. We're not going to get to everybody. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to work down the list. I have Rebecca Suzanne Scott. I'm going to tap in right now to Rebecca Suzanne Scott.
Is that one person? Are you saying somebody's name, Rebecca?
Rebecca has both her parents here. I've got her mum and her dad. I'm one on each shoulder.
You said that because I got a pillar of 3 straight away.
Yes,
so I was like,
it's Rebecca in the middle and her parents on the side. All right. I think, you know what? Your dad reached out first. He's like, take me first. I think he was the one with the sense of humor. I remember you saying, Rebecca. So he's jumping in. He's actually doing some writing, and I think he wants you to do some writing. I know that he was a professor and a science professor because you've told me, so I'm very familiar with your parents, and I feel like if I bring through any information about them, it's something that you already know. But what he's showing me is organization and writing. So if you're doing any writing, even if you're in the middle of, even if you're in transit somewhere, just grab a piece of paper and write it down or do it on your phone. He's showing me that you can just take notes wherever you are and that this is actually it's very important for you, whatever information's coming through, but also for other people. I feel you're going to be sharing this information that's coming through. And he has a very scientific mind. And I think that's something that he gave you, even though you were obviously interested in things that are sort of para science, that kind of, dance around science. But you have a very, you have a very strong mind and a very strong intellect, and that's coming through too. And I feel like the information that you're getting will be, oh, Liz is coming back in. I'm just going to tap her in. The information that you're getting will provide that evidence for people so that when they read what you're writing, they'll understand that it is based in science and that it's intelligent. So there's something that you're doing that's very exciting. At least your dad's coming through with information for you on how to do it. And yeah, that's interesting. Your dad is passing your mum a note. I don't know if they ever did that in real life, but he's passing her a note, and she's reading it, and she's writing in one back. They're writing each other love notes in spirit. I hope there's something that means something to you. If not, it's very cute. There's a sense of when you were very young, when you were kind of the age when you were riding bicycles, your dad was at working and your mum was at home, or at least I have her busy, so that when you were young, they're showing me this sense of when you were young and when your sister was also young. So you guys would have been around 10, 11, 13, that kind of age. They're showing me that these were times that were, if you can stretch those times out, stretch out those joyful times. And so I think this is coming from your mum because, we often remember certain events in our lives and then we forget the other ones. So remember the joyful times, and I think you do. And there's a sense of stretch those joyful times out and make them kind of like so wonderful and so happy that they cover up all the other times. They cover up all the other sort of difficult times. Just remember the good things is what I think your mum is saying. And I think this is actually really good for me to hear too, that sense of it's easy to go back to our childhood and just remember those moments when we were lonely or when something bad happened. But I'm also getting this sense of remember the good times. There were so many more good times. And if we can fill the space of that remembering with a lot of the good times, we can change the way that we feel just in the moment, but also how we feel about our story and as we pack it up and then present it into the future so we can create a new story for ourselves. But I hope that makes sense. Lots of love. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thanks for asking. Karen, did you come through with something?
Yeah, it was interesting when you were talking to them. So I don't know who in the trilogy we'll call it. It's far. But I keep seeing a man who served time in the army that's not on this planet anymore. And I don't know if he had a bird or he was into birds.
Ah.
But he's standing right on my left side, and he's telling me to say that he's like this guardian angel. Now, I don't know if he was a brother, if it was a granddad or, someone, but it was somebody who definitely, I can see he's in a military suit. I can't really see the color now, not getting the color, but he was into birds, or else birds are significant. Bird, when a certain bird is around, that's when the person will know his energy is around. So I don't know if it's for this tree you're talking to or if it's for somebody else.
Rebecca, let us know if your dad was, if this is your dad. Karen's picking up the energy of your dad.
It could be your dad. It could be for your dad. I'm not sure, but I'm just seeing a guy that was in the army, the military. Is that what they call it in the States? I don't want to be getting the word all wrong.
Yeah, in the military. So Rebecca says, wow. So maybe she's connecting on that. And that was something where there's a bit of a lag in the comments. And I think as the live is continuing, the lag is getting longer. It might be this program that I'm using. So I'm always shopping around for programs that can work better and do better, but we've done.
They're there anyway. They're there on the left side of the person, and they really are with them on this path. They really are there as a support guide, big time.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks, Mulatto. Thanks for being here. So we've got Irina and Amy. So we might be able to do 2 more before we leave. I'm so sorry to the rest of the people who have come on and haven't. We're not going to be able to get a message because I have to close at 7:30, which is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. But I do promise. I've had so much fun tonight, Karen. We are going to do this again. Yay! Messages from Spirit is awesome. It doesn't have to be Halloween. The veil is thin tonight, but we can scratch at the veil and make it thin some other night.
So what's coming up for me, because when you said the 2 names, is I'm not sure if it's Amy from Ireland, but I'm feeling that it is. I'm feeling the weakness in the core energy. Is it Amy from my place? Amy
Lemonhead.
Is it her? Oh, perfect. So what really came up there for me was that what I'm getting for Amy is Amy, you need to really release. It's like you two know that there's a coldness in your back going up your spine, and it's telling me right now, don't force to try and make things happen for you. Like, it's telling me that, you know, you're trying to make things work in other areas away from what you've always done. But I'm getting a clear message. Don't force that to happen, because there's a disconnection still in your solar plexus, in the lower 3 chakras, right down underneath, that you need to. And how you know that that's getting cleared is when the coldness in your back will start to warm up. And that's what I'm really getting. So just see for Amy if that's something she knows and can feel.
Amy may have gone. It is, what is it, 11:30, almost 11:30 p.m. We may have, so she hasn't come back on, but I will definitely give her that message. I'll send her a little note on Facebook. Oh, here she is. There she is. Yes, I am, love, she says.
Yeah, so I hopefully you heard that, Amy. Because like the spirits are really wanting to work with you, but they're saying there's too much, there's an eager energy in you, and they want you to harness that eager energy and just remove and work on the weakness in the, we'll call it the stomach area, that will help the back, because you two also have that coldness in your back. So they're telling me to tell you, don't push forward with anything right now. Come back and move that energy in you, move that. And they're telling me that breath work would be the best thing for you to do with that. Some sort of breath work, whether it's Wim Hof or something like that, where it's to do with the breath, the prana, the breath of fire. That's what they keep saying. So the breath of fire to burn that blockage up, Amy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Karen. That's a beautiful message. We'll make sure that Amy gets it, and we'll see. There's a bit of a lag in the comments, but we're getting there. So Irina Adams is the next one, and we may have time for Shelley Marlowe, who's also asked for a message. We've got quite a few here. Let's see how many we can do in the next few minutes.
Yeah, you could lose me because I've no battery for, I've no charger for the laptop.
Oh, sweetheart.
Okay, it's okay. We'll go with it.
Let's go with it. So far, so good, right?
So
okay.
who?
Do you want to tap into Irina Adam? And I'll tap into Shelley Marlowe.
So was there an Irina asked for? Because
Irina asked for a message from Spirit. Yeah.
Irina, I'm getting that you're quite shy. I feel there's this. My head wants to drop when I'm hearing your name. I'm getting that there's a shyness in you around trusting in your worth and your capacity. I'm going to just stay with that for another minute just to see what else is coming through there, because my head is staying down. It's almost like a fear of to look up and to look into it and into the path of truth for yourself. You know, can I trust in myself? Can I go forward? Can I do this? Can I take that leap of faith? Can I really move forward? And that's what I'm getting. And yeah, I'm seeing all these gorgeous energies behind you trying to push you trying to really make you do it. I don't know if that's that you're contemplating something, but it's a real energy of wanting you to do it. They want you to do it. And it's a beautiful word of what I hear is you're afraid to see your own light. You're afraid of your own light. And I'm being shown to put a candle in front of yourself and to stare into that candle and know that you are that light, that you are that gorgeous glow, that you are that beauty. That's what I keep hearing. They're showing me. I'm seeing I'm seeing a candle there in front of me. But there's this shyness and my head is down and there's a weight, like a weight on my back. So it's about bringing back the shoulders, open up the heart space more again, trusting in the self, trusting in being in the physical body, and to meditate on a light and to tell yourself that you are the light, that you're worthy of seeing your own light.
I love that. I am the light. I am worthy of seeing my own light. I am worthy of basking in my own light. I am worthy of expanding, embracing, receiving, transmitting, being who I am meant to be. And grounding that into this earth through every chakra. I'm going to tap into Shelley now. Shelley, I have some spirits here that are with you who are, they're not cheeky, they're a little bit cheeky. I like them because they feel like elementals. They feel like forest spirits and kind of, you know, like Peter Pan energy. And I love that because that kind of gives you that sense of creativity. You know, they're in your aura, but they're not taking from you, they're giving to you. And I feel like that comes in through your creativity, through your imagination and through that world of creating that you do. I know you want to hear from some loved ones, but at the moment, these are the guys that are jumping in. It's the Peter Pans. I do have the sense of the sense of a brother. Now, I don't know if this is a brother in spirit or a brother in another lifetime. I don't know if you have a brother in this lifetime, but this could be like a twin soul or a twin flame energy even. And this brother, this brother is very worldly and very sophisticated. And the spirit of this brother brings through, brings through confidence and sort of increases your capacity to be here in a very grounded way. So this is feels like a spirit energy that is with you, and maybe you've had incarnations with this spirit before, in other lifetimes. But I feel that they have a very strong presence with you in this lifetime, and. Again, there's kind of like, I think, there's a sense of loving to dress up. There's a sense of mischief. There's a sense of mystery. There's a sense of, this spirit brings you a lot of, really beautiful energy that you love to engage with and be with. And the message, the message here is that all is well. There is this sense of, sometimes we think because what we see in front of us is considered normal, like this whole world around us is normal. Well, none of it's normal. All of it is crazy. I mean, if you were to look into, how people sometimes say you just couldn't make it up, the stuff that we see that's happening in real life. It's a little bit like the imagination's out there, and what we experience on the inside is just as valid and normal, so to speak. So never allow yourself to worry about any kind of labels or any kind of labeling about normal, abnormal, and actually you can do away with the labels, and there's a sense of freedom that comes with that, and this sense of being able to embrace all that is, all of who we are, all of the light and the shadow. And here we are on the night of Hallows Eve, where the dark and the light comes to play, and the veil between the two. So here you are, allowing yourself to embrace it all, and without any labels. No light, no shadow, right? No labels. So what a wonderful way to kind of end the evening with that wonderful reading coming through your brother's spirit, Shelley. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who has come tonight. We got an overwhelming response of people coming to our spirit seance tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you for tolerating the lag and the technical difficulties that we're experiencing. I have some of my favorite people in this space here tonight. Everybody here is like my favorite person. I'm so grateful that Karen was available over here, and that Liz, whose spirit is playing up and she's just left us. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Karen.
No. Love it.
Absolutely had the best time ever. I'm sorry we didn't get to everybody. Liz is literally going in and out of the veil. She is the shaman who has 1 foot here and 1 foot there, and her communications with spirit were absolutely wonderful, as were Karen's. Thank you so much for the information that came through, and to our teachers. And we close the circle now, and we give a prayer up to spirit, and we give thanks for all the information that came through. We give thanks to the blue moon for all of its blessings, and we give thanks to the divine feminine, which is coming down into the planet to help balance and heal and nurture and allow, and to bring us into a space where we can give birth to the new age in a way that allows every single being in every part of the world to be happy, healthy, whole, and safe. Amen.
Amen. Fabulous.
Good night, everybody. Lots of love. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you.